Yeah, but is it clear to those in Moscow? Dr. Daria Dugina, please. Is it clear to people in Moscow that just bombing city after city is not going to make Ukraine give in? It's not going to give Moscow a victory.
For people in Russia, for people in Moscow, we understand that this war was not started today or 6 days ago. That war was started by the Kiev regime against the Donbass, and that was the genocide which started there. According to the UN Council, there was 150 kids which were killed, and it was a real genocide of the civilians there by the Ukrainian army and by the Nazi elements which were operating also in the region. As the Russian Ministry of Defense had underlined that Russia didn't start military actions. Russia is completing them now in this moment. Military actions on the part of the regime in Kiev and the systematic extermination of the inhabitants of Donbass went on for 8 years. And here on our debates, we have the professors and the specialists who are specialized in genocide topic. So this is very important to underline that the genocide was from 2014. During this war, more than 14,000 people died and hundreds of children.
But what is your objective? But Daria, what is the objective? You know, the question goes, in any conflict, any invasion, there has to be an objective. What is the objective here? You can't colonize. If you want to colonize...
To stop...
You want to colonize Ukraine?
Yes. We want to stop
You want to colonize Ukraine?
Genocide.
You want to run Ukraine, break Ukraine? What do you want to do? No. That's
we want to stop the genocide against Russian people. We want to save the country.
So you are going to bomb.
Regime.
You want to stop the genocide, then why are you bombing? Why? No, I understand, but why are you? What will the bombing? Okay, so tell me, what will the bombing? What will the bombing of Kiev achieve? What was the bombing of Kharkiv? What did it achieve? And let me remind you today, an Indian student, an innocent Indian student. 20, allow me to complete, Daria, an innocent Indian student in a medical school, 21-year-old,
14
was also
14,
one of those killed
14,000
by the Russians. So don't tell me, so please don't tell me that you're not targeting civilians. So don't tell me you're not targeting civilians. Was the Indian student? Why did the Indian student die? How many civilians are you going to kill? They just happen to die.
The civilians. We are not using that. And what Ukrainian
how can you even say that now?
Is taking
how can you even say that now? I don't know how you can even say that now.
I say the truth. I say the truth. And Indian people are for democracy. They are for the truth.
Saying that you say the truth does not make it the truth. I'll get a response. I'm asking you, Dr. Daria, one thing is clear to me, and I want to go to Joe. One thing is clear to me. I'm not clear about the strategic objective of the Russians here. I'm not clear. Is it the colonization? Because the response from the people of Ukraine is obviously something that they did not factor in. Joe, I want your response. What's the strategic objective here?
For Putin, the strategic objective is to bring Ukraine into Russia's sphere of influence. They hoped that they could do this by threats on the outside. When that failed, they're now directly moving to military occupation of the country. I agree with you. This is going to fail. It is very hard to see how this ends in a victory for Putin.
Will he be able to occupy? Let me ask David Sata, who's joining us from Paris, France. Is he going to be able to occupy, David?
So, I'm sorry, what was your question?
My question was whether the Russians will be able to occupy Ukraine.
They may be able to occupy it. They won't be able to hold it. You can occupy territory, but it's quite another thing. They couldn't hold Chechnya in the first Chechen